The name of the game in talking to your physician is preparation. First of all, it's best if you're going to see, if it's a pediatrician, a family doctor, or an internist, in other words, not a mental health specialist, it's best if that diagnosis has already been made. In other words, the rating scales have already been completed. You know that you have the disorder. It's not essential, but it is helpful if that's already done. And then you want to find out if your physician is comfortable with prescribing the first tier treatment and medication for ADHD, which is stimulants, because a lot of physicians aren't comfortable doing that. And if you go to see your physician who isn't comfortable prescribing stimulants, you're either going to end up with a second tier drug that has a much lower chance of being effective for you, or you're going to end up going to see your doctor, paying the copay, and then being referred to a specialist. Best to skip the step and go straight to the specialist if your doctor isn't comfortable doing the medication, the first tier medication, stimulants. But let's say they are, you've prepared, you've gotten your rating scales, you know you have it. You want to be prepared to talk about medication because that's one of the main things that the physician will do is prescribe that component of the treatment. Okay, it's not the only component. Remember that we have adaptation or behavioral things as well as learning about the disorder. Those are both key components of treatment, but the physician's going to mainly be directing the medical part and ruling out other possible sources of your symptoms, like a thyroid problem or other kinds of physical things that can mimic ADHD, and ruling out other mental disorders. That's an important function for them to perform. But be ready to talk about medication. And if you're viscerally opposed to it, don't expect that he's going to prescribe it for you or she's going to prescribe it for you because, they're not going to jam it down your throat. I recommend that people approach it with an open mind. It's a tool. And if you titrate properly, and I'll talk about that in the next segment, what the doctor will likely do if they're helping you get on medication, the chances of being improved on medication are about 90% if you titrate properly. So that's not something to throw away. That would be something you probably want to have in your life if you have ADHD, or at least see what it feels like. You'll never know if it's going to help you if you don't try it. So I recommend people approach it with an open mind, but of course it's up to you.